A new study showed that over 40% of Americans are obese, and the leading cause is not just because of their own individual actions, it's because of big food companies and grocery stores that are actually keeping you fat. So in this video, I'm going to go over the big problem, what it is, how these big food companies are trying to drive obesity, why they want to do this in the first place, like what's in it for them, and then more directly how this impacts you, and then what you can do to avoid this and save yourself from this epidemic that's consuming thousands of Americans every single day. So these major grocery chains like Walmart, Target, Food for Less, Kroger, they are keeping you overweight, and they're the most common grocery stores. It's true. Any of those chains or brands you probably recognize, you probably have at least a couple locations in whatever city you are currently living in. And they have a monopoly almost. Now, I know they're not all just one brand, but they all have the same vision in mind. They have similar products on their shelves, and the cheapest stuff is usually the stuff that's going to make you the most overweight, right? It's a big problem because what you eat directly shapes your habits, your physique, your body. It can hold back a lot of things such as your fitness goals and just being healthy, being in good shape. It can all be determined by what kind of foods you're putting into your body. And when your grocery store is covered with all the food is 70% unhealthy foods, most Americans are going to choose the option that's cheapest, readily available, and tastes the best. And those are not all the options that are good for you. Now, I'm not here to say that you have to eat foods that make you suffer every single day and eat the disgusting vegetables you hate like broccoli and spinach, right? There's an easier way to do this, and our bodies are actually meant to eat healthy foods because they taste really good. And there's a couple things you can do, but we're going to get into that later of what you can do. But why this matters, it's really important to know what foods to avoid because we all have to go grocery shopping. We all have to eat eventually, right? Even if you eat out a lot, I have a couple videos I made on that too, of how to do that correctly and safely to avoid it negatively impacting your health and making you obese. So it's important to know what to select next time you go to the grocery store and from here on out, so that way you won't be one of the people that falls victim to this obesity scandal that's going on right now. So it's important to understand how these food companies influence our choices. Now, the big problem here is high calorie and low nutrition foods that are not very good for you nutritionally. So I just want to give you a couple examples, something you can actually relate to. First thing is Cheetos. A single serving of Cheetos, 28 grams, which is not very much, like small little bowl, has 160 calories and absolutely no nutritional value, just some fats. And those fats are unhealthy fats. They're not good fats for you at all, right? The fats from avocado are not the same as 10 Cheetos, right? That's 160 calories. That's very high. So sitting down with a bag of Cheetos is not going to make you healthy, and it's going to make you gain a lot of weight, right? Because you're not going to eat just 16 Cheetos. You're going to probably eat 30, 40, 50, and that's a lot of calories that's not going to keep you full, right? Next example is Pop-Tarts. They're delicious. These were one of the leading cause of why I was overweight when I was, because I loved Pop-Tarts. I would have 2 packages, which is 4 Pop-Tarts, because it's normal to put 2 in one, even though they're crazy high in calories. One pastry out of the 2 that comes in a package is on average 200 calories, has 17 grams of sugar, several processed ingredients, if not almost the entire thing is processed ingredients, like high fructose corn syrup and partially hydrogenated oils, so seed oils, things like that. As you know, there is a recent trend online of people talking about the dangers of seed oils and how to actually avoid them, which I absolutely love. And Pop-Tarts are one of the highest foods, and they're the most commonly sold as well. They advertise towards kids, they advertise towards adults as an easy, simple breakfast. Nowhere near a breakfast. It's a pastry, it's a dessert that is filled with stuff that is absolutely horrible for you and definitely making you overweight. Next example is Starbucks Frappuccinos. I used to actually work at Starbucks when I was younger, when I was in high school. A grande caramel Frappuccino has 380 calories. Get ready for this. 54 grams of sugar in just that. The grande is the medium size, by the way. Keep this in mind. If you get the large, oh, you're done for. You are done. And that is more than the daily limit recommended by the American Heart Association. In that one drink alone, that is the medium-sized Frappuccino. So if you get a large, you're going over the daily limit recommendation of what's considered healthy. And that itself is going over. Just in that one drink, and you're having a lot of sugar throughout your day as well, too. So your possibility for heart disease, heart failure, heart attacks is going to go up severely by drinking that high of sugar. And obviously it's going to add a lot of calories that are going to add a lot of excess fat to your body, which you obviously don't want. They also have really crazy aggressive marketing tactics. Think of this, for example, the bright colors. You don't think about it very much, but I studied interior architecture, and I had to take a couple classes on color theory, and the importance of color is so true. Different colors mean different things. For example, think of fast food companies. Think of McDonald's and KFC. What are McDonald's colors? Red and yellow. KFC is red and white, right? Walmart is yellow and blue. Yellow means makes you think more rapidly, make impulse decisions. Walmart, McDonald's, right? Blue is a color of honor and trust. That's what Walmart wants. And then the color red is fast. That's why in fast food, the most common color you see is red. Same thing goes for what is seen on the shelves. The bright colored cereal boxes, think of Fruit Loops, Lucky Charms, that has the rainbow in their color scheme. Those bright colors, they not only attract kids, they attract adults too, because it's just the human mind. It's how it works. That's color psychology at its finest. Strategically marketed to children, though, because, who do we want to get overweight? Our children, because we're lazy parents, right? No, obviously not. Each serving of Fruit Loops and Lucky Charms contains around 12 to 14 grams of sugar per serving, and a serving is like half a bowl if you have some decently sized bowls in your house, right? That's a lot of sugar for a kid to eat just in the morning. It's going to stack on. If you eat cereal, you're in the same boat, right? You're in the same boat. Why would we want to do that to our children? Next thing, promotions. You see in Walmart, they have the rollback or buy one, get one free. It makes us think, this is a deal. They're never going to have this sale ever again, when they do it every week on different things. They're not selling these things at a loss, obviously. Walmart is a $1 billion company. Same thing with all these other grocery stores. They're not selling these items at a loss. They're still making a good profit. They just decided to make less of a profit in hopes of making more for whatever reason. Maybe they have too much inventory, or this thing is not selling, so they're going to put it on sale and make you think, oh my God, it's a deal. I'm going to buy it right now. When you didn't even need that thing in the first place, and you're not saving much money in the long run. They're making more money off you, right? Think of snacks like Doritos, Oreos. They often have sales on them. And often another thing is they're encouraged to buy in bulk, because, think of when you see chips or snacks and candy, there's family size, party size. And it's like, it's cheaper to get that than the small one. They're just trying to upsell you. The same companies, they're still making a ginormous profit. They're just making a little less of a profit because they know you're going to buy more and be a repeated customer over time, because these foods have addictive chemicals in them that make you want to keep eating them, shoveling them down, putting them in, getting fatter, wanting to eat more, right? They're not making any kind of loss on you. They're making a huge profit on you by having these sales and promotions and incentivizing you to buy in bulk, right? The placement too. These foods and items, they're placed in the front of the store or the front of the aisle to really grab your attention and be like, look at me. I know you're hungry. I know you want this, because they know you're addicted, right? The colors, the promotion, it all comes together when you really start to think about it and realize how much you're being sold to. Walking in a grocery store is pretty much just like running through a bunch of advertisements. They're all trying to advertise to you, this food is delicious, this food is good. Or what's even crazier, oh my God, is when they say, this is a healthy food or a fit, or they say whole ingredients or healthy or fit or lean. Those words, you can slap that on pretty much anything. Get away with it. It could still be just as unhealthy as Doritos or Oreos, right? Doritos could put on their Oreos simple Doritos. People would think it's healthy and buy it, even though it has the exact same ingredients, right? Think about that. Reese's peanut butter cups and Lay's potato chips, they're often placed at checkout aisles, making you have that impulse buy to get that high sugar, get that high fat foods that are high in calories, put more sugar in your body, decrease your heart health, because they know you'll think impulsively, because these are impulse decisions. No one thinks very hard. I'm going to go to the store and I'm going to buy Doritos, and I'm going to buy 3 packs of Reese's peanut butter cups, right? Those things are a little more impulsive. And we were there like, sure, I'll buy it. Over time, you have a lot of these things in your cart, charging you money, charging you your life. Your lifespan is going to be decreased because of these. You're buying these things and consuming them, right? It's bad. So why do the big food companies want this? What is their point? Why do they want to do this, right? Obviously, they want to make sales, but what is the big reasoning behind it? Why do they make these foods unhealthy when they could just make them healthy and still make the same profits, right? It's all about profits. These big companies are hungry. You think, oh, they have enough money, they're doing fine. No. They're very hungry. They want lots and lots and lots more of your money forever, right? Companies like Nestle, and Coca-Cola make billions selling low-cost, high-margin products. Think of soda, Coca-Cola, which has tons and tons of sugar. A 20-ounce bottle contains 65 grams of sugar. That's even more than the Frappuccino, which is over the daily recommended limit, right? A Hot Pocket. Think of a Hot Pocket. You probably have those. They're simple. They're easy. That's how they're marketed, right? Has over 300 calories, high sodium, and high saturated fats. So it's not going to keep you full. It's going to make you hungry. You're going to spike your insulin, make you want to eat more food, make you even more overweight, which costs even more money because you're eating more supply. And you become addicted and like these foods. So when you go to the store, you're going to buy them again, right? Do you see how this works? It's a repeat business strategy. There's even like a saying in Pringles, which is their slogan, literally, once you pop, you can't stop. That's kind of freaky, isn't it? They're literally playing on the addictive nature of those salty snacks because our body craves salt, craves sodium because we need sodium to replenish the fuel in our body. But just giving too much of that over time and the high sodium, the high fats, it's going to lead you to consume a lot more and put on a lot more weight in the long run. Super unhealthy for you. Sugary yogurts like Yoplait have 19 grams of sugar per serving, and they're advertised as like a health snack because they have fruit or they're fruit flavored with artificial flavors and sweeteners, right? It's not a healthy snack. It's a dessert. It's literally like not too far off from ice cream. But you see, it's all branding because they want to sell more. And people know that they're overweight. So when they see something that they enjoy and it's marketed as healthy, they think, oh yeah, I'm going to do something good. I eat healthy. A lot of people say that, especially as a coach. People come to me and they say, oh, I eat healthy pretty often. I eat these Nutri-Grain bars that are high protein. I eat yogurt. And it's like, no wonder you're not losing weight because these foods that are marketed as healthy are not healthy whatsoever, right? Really take a second to look at the ingredients on these things. Now, how does this impact you as the viewer? Lots and lots of ways. I'm going to break it all down right now. The health consequences is like the most important thing behind this. Regularly consuming these items, which is what they get you hooked on doing, right? Like Mountain Dew, for example. There is 77 grams of sugar per 20-ounce bottle. Even more than the Coca-Cola, even more than the Starbucks Frappuccino. That's insane. That's absolutely insane. It can lead to insulin resistance and increase your risk of type 2 diabetes. You obviously don't want that. That is ginormous. That is a detriment to your life. And it's over time too. It's not just you have one and then that's it for the rest of your life. No, once you get these products, you're going to keep wanting them over and over and over. Frozen meals, they can have a lot of high fat, contribute to heart disease and obesity. A lot of high fat foods is very high in calories and they don't keep you full. They don't keep you satiated like real whole foods do, right? Think of eating one of those Pop-Tarts, like one out of the bag, not the 2-in-1 they make you believe. If you were to eat one of those, or you were to eat 2 bananas, which one do you think is going to keep you more full and satiated? The bananas. Make you feel full, your stomach expands, because it's whole natural food, compared to the other one that processes right away, high in fats, high in sugar, spiking your insulin, right? Next thing is financial strain. They are literally preying on the fact that you don't have money. Think about it. They're marketed as cheap, on sale, because healthy food is expensive. It's not. We're going to get into that. But they get you hooked on these things and then market them at a low price because they're cheap to make, because they're made of cheap ingredients that are horrible for your health. Chronic conditions like obesity, diabetes, it can cause high healthcare costs when you have to go to the hospital to fix these issues, which is a very scary reality, but it's a reality if you keep consuming these products, right? And that's going to lower your financial position, and then you're going to buy the cheaper food, which is even worse for you. It's an endless cycle they want to keep you in because it gives them more money, right? And, it's just a bad spiral to go down. Also, like the psychological and social impact, right? Having high processed foods can cause you to crash in energy, especially like on my page here. I talk about how to help busy professional men, because that was the position I'm in and was in before when I was overweight, right? As a busy interior architect, that's where most of my clients are too, is having busy jobs. So I don't have much time. So you eat this fast food especially guys in construction. If you're in construction, you understand. If you know somebody, they eat at the gas station almost 24/7 because they're so busy, they're so on the go. They grab what's over there, and it's super high in sodium, super high in fat, super high in sugar, all the soda they're drinking. It leads to a ginormous energy crash. Or if you've had some of these foods, you might feel really tired after. You don't want to move. You don't want to go burn calories and do something healthy. You just want to sleep because it absolutely crashes your energy. Because it spikes your insulin, gets you that sugar high, and then you crash, you feel worse, and then you're gonna, ruin your mental health that way, and especially over the long run. Now, what can you actually do to protect yourself? There's a couple ways you can do this to make it better for you. Believe it or not, it's good. It's very important. So I'm going to give you 5 steps here. First step, read all the labels carefully. What do you actually look out for? Look for the hidden sugars in healthy marketed foods. Because like I said, they can slap the term healthy, whole food, lean, simply, like they'll put simply whatever and brand it as a healthy food. So go on the back, look for hidden sugars. For example, vitamin water, 26 grams of sugar per bottle, but it's branded as healthy. Gatorade has tons of red 40, which is a harmful chemical that just all it does is dye the thing red. High sugars in there, way higher than what the initial recipe was that the guy made way back in the day, right? Look for added seed oils or canola oil in salad dressings, foods, meats, carb sources, in almost in everything there's seed oils. So look for those things because they're going to be higher in fat, they're going to spike your insulin and crash your energy levels. Next thing is this is actually interesting when I learned about it because it's true. Shop the perimeter of the store. So the outside, so here's the map of the store. Here's the aisles, right? If you shop the perimeter, the outside, it's actually proven that that's where the fresh items are, like the meats, bakery, the fresh aisle, like, so you'll buy things like bananas, lean chicken, leaner cuts of meat, broccoli, and you avoid the aisles that have the processed pre-packaged foods that are keeping you overweight, right? That have high sodium, high preservatives. So if you shop the perimeter, at least shop it first and then get whatever else you need as you go. Then your cart is more full with the good stuff, right? And next thing is plan. Before you go to the store, know what you're going to get and don't eat. Do eat before you go to the store. Because if you go to the grocery store and you're hungry, you're way more likely to get stuff that looks good in the moment. And then you're home and you have all these horribly high sugar, high sodium, high fat foods, right? So make sure you're not coming in on an empty stomach. And also plan what you're going to get. Make a grocery list. Makes it super simple, super easy. You can even write out your budget, because you know exactly how much you're going to spend, or a rough estimate, right? And then when you want to make those impulse decisions, remind yourself to check the label for sugar, seed oils, stuff like that, right? Simple whole food ingredients is another thing. If you prioritize that, unprocessed snacks, vegetables, even trail mix is a good snack. Literally, fruit is the sweet treat. That was what was intended to be the sweet treat for you to enjoy, not ice cream or chocolate or Pop-Tarts or anything like that, right? Fruit is really sweet and really delicious, and once you can get into the habit of consuming fruit regularly, you'll realize how good it tastes. You'll feel the difference in your health, and it's super sweet, super amazing. Diet soda is another thing. It's not a whole food. People think, oh, the aspartame is going to hurt you. No, it's really not, unless you're drinking 14 cans of pop a day, which I doubt you are. It's really not going to affect your health that much at all. Way more than, you know what? Diet soda is better for you than one drink of alcohol, one shot or one beer or whatever. That's proven to be carcinogenic and cause cancer, cause liver problems, right? Way more than diet soda. So don't worry about drinking the diet soda because it's going to savor that sweet tooth. The carbonation is going to help keep you full for longer, making it easier to stick to your diet or stick to these whole foods that you're eating. Most of this stuff, after a day or two, you'll realize it tastes even better. You feel even better. You feel rejuvenated. Your energy is going to be climbing way higher than it ever has before because your body's not used to getting its proper nutrients and ingredients. Even if you eat somewhat healthy now, if you eat only whole foods, you'll feel incredible. You notice a ginormous difference, right? Next thing is stay informed and just know if a new food comes out and its marketed as healthy, or especially granola bars are often marketed as healthy or high protein, but it might say, oh, it has 10 grams of protein, 20 grams of sugar and palm oil though, which you had no idea about, right? And 10 grams of protein is really not much. So just know, look at the sugar content, look at the oils, and those are the biggest things that are going to help you the most in the grocery store. So just to give an overview, wrap up everything so far. Big food companies, they're really greedy. They want your money. They do not care about you. As much healthy stuff as they put out, it's all just a marketing scheme, because they're selling these things at making them at extremely low cost, super high profit. They're going to put them on sale. They're going to shove them in your face and say, look at these bright colors. Look at these amazing things that we know you're addicted to because of the addictive chemicals and nature of these foods. We want you to buy them, right? Be aware of that. Know to look out for that. And be aware that there's a rising obesity crisis right now in America. And we need to combat that all together at once. So share this video, send it to a friend or somebody that you feel could find this useful, or maybe they don't know about this, or maybe they've started talking about, I want to eat healthier, but they're not sure how. This information right here is like some of the most important stuff with doing this, because it's practical advice that's actually going to help you. Make sure you look at how much sugar, how many calories and seed oils are hidden in the everyday products you consume. Even after this video, go through your house, go through your pantry, go through your fridge, and look at how much sugar some of the things you have in your house are. It might surprise you. It will surprise you, some things. You'll be like, oh my God, I had no idea. I'm consuming this every single day, and it has 17 grams of sugar, 16 grams of sugar. It's crazy. It'll be a real eye opener, right? And just know that you deserve better. Know that they really are out for you, but you are in control of what you do. You're in control of what you put in your body. And us as humans, we're meant to eat whole foods, be healthy, get in the sun, feel good, and live a healthy lifestyle. A healthy lifestyle is not just selected for some people. It's meant for every single one of us. So do that for yourself. Do yourself a favor, because you'll look back in a couple months, in a year from now, and 5 years from now, and like really, really, truly thank yourself for the changes you are making today, right? And if you want some more help on how to get in shape, how to build a better body for yourself, build a body you can be proud of, be healthy, and have a fit, active lifestyle, I'll have a link in the description below where you can book a call to chat with me to see if you're a good fit for the program. Worst case scenario, you hop on and you're not a good fit for the program, completely okay. We'll make a game plan for you so you know exactly what to do to get to your goal, lose as much fat as you want, right? Best case scenario is you are a good fit. We can get working together. I'll give you the exact plan specifically made for you to help you reach your fitness goals. And yeah, so I'll leave that in the description. Subscribe if you're not already. Hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.